All right, some breaking news coming in at this moment. The Prime Minister's office has stepped into the Maggi muddle. The Health Secretary has been called by the Prime Minister's office to take stock of this entire Maggi controversy. We have Shiv Arur joining us for more on this story. Shiv, so the Prime Minister's office is now stepping in to inquire as to what actually has been done on the Maggi controversy.
I think it's a case of the very top of the executive of the government, simply unable to ignore the magnitude of this controversy any longer. Sanket, you've seen a literal domino effect, of bans sweeping across the country in the last 4 or 5 days, with a large number of states, Tamil Nadu, Kerala in the south. You've got Jammu and Kashmir, you've got Delhi, you've got Haryana, you've got Uttarakhand. A huge number of states across the country that have either banned Maggi or suspended sales of Maggi, for a limited period of time. Nestle itself, very late last night, remember, took the strong initiative of pulling Maggi off the shelves as well. And therefore, the Prime Minister's office, was expected to obviously step into this crisis. Because remember, so far, as far as the central government is concerned, as we know, the only voice we've heard is from Ramvilas Paswan, Union Minister Ramvilas Paswan, who's made some perfunctory comments but not really indicated any action. So what we're breaking right now about the Prime Minister's office summoning the Health Secretary and getting the Health Ministry directly involved in this Maggi muddle, is presumably the biggest development so far. It basically means the highest levels of government are now involved in the Maggi controversy. And we can speculate at this time that this probably means that you're going to have the Health Ministry getting into the entire, the testing process itself, a review of all checks and balances that have taken place over the last few years, Sanket, as far as Maggi is concerned. And I think this could have wider repercussions, on packaged food in general. Given the unflinching media focus that we've had on Maggi in the last 6 to 7 days, I don't think the government's going to be able to, sidestep, paying attention not just to Maggi, but to other brands of noodles, competitors of Maggi, as well as packaged food in general.
Absolutely, Shiv. In fact, Brajesh is also with us. Brajesh, do we know some specific detail as to what actually has the Health Secretary been spoken about by the Prime Minister's office? As Shiv was mentioning, are we to expect or perhaps even assume that this matter is now going to be taken very seriously, systematically addressed at the government's highest level?
Well, absolutely. No specific details as of now is available about what exactly the PMO told the Health Secretary. But one thing is very clear, Sanket, that there are two angles involved to it. One is the kind of the kind of usage Maggi had in India. It immediately became a matter of great security for most of the people. And apart from that, there is a business point of view involved as well, because it's a global company, and and this is one of the reasons why the Prime Minister office, I think, has taken and spoken to the Health Secretary, and they try to seize themselves of the matter, because it involves a lot many people, and the government also doesn't want to hurt any business sentiment per se. So that is the reason why I think as of now the Prime Minister's office has spoken to Health Secretary and has...
Brijesh, business sentiment I think should not be a major cause of concern at this moment. The major concern should be the health sentiment of the people. Will that, of course, dominate the conversation between the, Union Health Secretary and the Prime Minister's office is something that will be of interest to the many people at this moment who are expecting the government to do a lot as far as the Maggi muddle is concerned. Many thanks both Brijesh and Shiv joining us at this moment on this latest breaking news story that we are getting at this moment, where the Prime Minister's office, the highest possible office in this country, has now stepped in to the Maggi muddle.